All right, it's Monto here. I'm interviewing Linthanos. My first question to you, bro. What makes you what makes you an artist? What makes you want to do this shit mainly?
I mean, honestly, it started when I was younger, growing up where I didn't really speak up as much.
Mm.
So within that, I usually will record myself speaking, going through speech classes and all that. So that just got me into recording myself frequently. And then I used to listen to music to help with my depression and shit. So it really, for
So it
what,
was like an escape to you.
yeah,
So like, what like your upbringing in life? What makes you like? What gives you that drive to want to do that and really better yourself for the future?
really like when I make music, I just do it for me for real. Help just cope with whatever I got going on in life. I play it back, gives me motivation to keep going.
So like, what would you say like your top three artists is?
My
Like,
top,
what do you get most inspiration from? Like, what makes you want to keep improving yourself in the music industry?
my top three. Number one would be Hobson because it was just like my uncle really put me on to him around like early 2000s and shit. Everybody was like really trying to get tapped in,
Mm,
but not many people was understanding what was going on. But I took the time to listen to him for real, and it was something with him that really sparked my interest. Until later on, he dropped another project about like his life, how he grew up. It was really similar to mine, how I grew up. So it was just like even when you don't even know a person, you can relate to them without even knowing their
yeah.
full story.
So like, it kind of like he kind of seemed like he was another version of you type of shit.
Yeah.
And like what you see him doing in life, you kind of see yourself being able to do that too, since he kind
Mm-hmm.
of came from the same place as you.
Yeah.
So like, is that what drives you to do this, or like what made you gain interest in music in general?
It was just I always enjoyed it. Like I would dance sometimes, listen to Chris Brown growing up,
Mm,
and it was just something with it because like my favorite artists, they don't really drop like how I usually drop. They drop here and there, wherever label they with, make them drop an album, and then like a few years they just don't drop nothing. I'd be like, shit, that shit lame for real.
so you feel like
I
you probably got you feel like you got more drive than them, like
yeah,
so like
that,
you just waiting on that opportunity.
that's how I took it. As I'm like, shit, it can't be that hard.
That's
It's
what I'm
not.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the best mindset to have when it, because it's like when you I feel like when you think too hard about something and you let your mind take like control of that,
Mm-hmm.
you tend to like fall into that like that cage where you feel like you can't do enough ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like you should always just have something that inspires you, but you also gotta always have that love for it too. And once you lose that love for something, you'll never be able to do it like another person can. You know what I mean? It's like at the end of the day, bro, the reason why they're doing this shit is because they love that shit. But probably what drives them most is that money. You know what I mean? So you gotta think about it like what's most important to you when it comes to that.
See, just the music for real. Like, I still find it strange on how like you get paid for the music shit, but niggas will still charge for a
Mm,
feature.
yeah,
Like, when I went to this one music event, and he wasn't strange, but he stood out in the crowd like how we did.
yeah,
And he was telling me about how energy just transfers through people and shit, and also how people would charge for a feature, and you really put it in the belief of thinking like, all right, is this person worth the amount that he's saying that he's worth for a song? $100 for a feature. All right, cool. He's telling me like they can charge 100, but they really gonna give out 100%.
that's a fact.
You pay someone that you pay someone $100 for a feature, they really gonna give out a feature that's worth $100 compared to someone that's doing it for free. They can either be half-assing because they ain't getting no money for it, but also they can be doing it for free because they want something out of it. They
That's
were
what I'm
trying to
saying.
make a meaning for it.
So it's all about like I feel like in a way like a lot of people I feel like they set themselves like too high for like what they should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like when you charge for a feature, like you should definitely be offering something to that person. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's like and like you said, like that money has to be worth to what they offering. So
Yeah.
like if and I feel like some people they just overtax that shit. And like I feel like the artists that be doing that shit for free, they do it for the love of the game, bro. And I
Yeah.
feel like me personally, like if I was somebody that was in that kind of game, you know, on that type of level, like
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't be charging that much because I look at it as like the person I'm doing that song for. Like if you show me you wanted enough, I feel like I respect that more than anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not about like oh what's your talent's worth. You know what I mean? Because you can always grow that. It's always about how much work you're gonna put into that,
Mm-hmm.
and what you're willing to do to get to that level like other artists. You know what I mean? That's already on that level. So I feel like it's really just a bracket, bro. Like how much you willing to put, how much work you willing to put into it.
Yeah.
Because if you're lazy, nothing happens.
I usually just put into like how work usually be like you get paid to do some shit, right? 9 times out of 10 you don't even want to do it for real.
Do you look at rap as like a job
Nah.
or
But
like a
like
career?
I see it as a career, but I don't see it as a job though. People that charge, I see it as they don't really want to work with you unless money's involved.
Right.
And they going for the money not because they enjoy doing what they do.
Yeah. So you feel like that money is just like kind of revolves around it kind of runs they life type shit.
They life, hush money, whatever
Mm.
label they're signed to. So they really living off of the features compared to anything that they make money off of as they show on the internet.
So it's not it don't I can agree with you that because it's like it don't really seem like it's a genuine kind of like you know what I mean like connection with that. It's always just business, and I'm all about business too. But like at the same time, it's like back to what I just said. Like there's a level of respect with shit. Like I feel like if somebody is coming to you for a feature,
Mm-hmm.
like if I'm somebody that has you know like a lot of shit to offer to you, I feel like if you seem hungry enough, I'm gonna give you that opportunity. Because
Yeah, yeah.
at the same time, the people that's charging that money for that feature, they was at the same spot you was at one day, bro. And it's like I feel like it's a little unfair. Like I get it that business level, like when you at a certain level, you know, it may not make sense to work with people that's not on that same level. But at the same time, it's like, bro, look at it, you know, the base fact. Like you was at that position one time in your life. You know how that shit felt.
Yeah.
You know how impossible it felt to even make money off this shit. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like if you was in that same position, why not put another person
Right.
and you know in the position you in now and help them, you know, better themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That, so we ended over there.
Shit, I mean,
We probably got to cut that.
yeah, but back to the artist you was talking about.
Mm.
My number one was Hobson. Number two, I would say Joyner Lucas. And number three would probably be Ski Mask or Slump God.
Ski
But like,
mask. That's a. I ain't gonna lie. That's that caught me off guard in a way. Like I would assume like your three artists would have been something different. You know what I mean? But like
yeah.
I respect those artists a lot. Like you said, Hobson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a mad lyrical. I fuck with him too. I used to listen to him back in the day. Ski Mask, I love his energy. Like I feel like him and X, like they had very similar energy. Like with this music shit, yeah, it comes down to you know the lyrics and the skill wise, but like energy is the most important. Like it's all about like if you're gonna get that person off their seat and bump that shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like their stage presence is amazing. You know what I mean? They hop on that
Crazy.
stage with the energy they bring, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's why them people get off their seat because they bring that level of energy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And they bring it out of other people. That's what's beautiful about the music shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like those three artists are I personally listen to them too. You know what I mean? If I had to get my top three, I'd probably say Rod Wave, um, Hurricane Wisdom, and probably like I can't even think about the third one. Like with my music, bro. Like the people I listen to is mainly like everyone I listen to is obviously somebody I look up to, like in a way, like okay, if they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And like especially like somebody like Hurricane Wisdom, like he came from a rough time too. And I wouldn't say I come from a very rough time, but I come from a life that I don't have winnings. You know what I mean? And it's like if somebody could come from like a life full of losses and make that shit better than what it is, like I respect that. So I'm all about that pain shit. Like I'm real. You know what I mean? I like when people talk that relatable shit, something I can feel. You know what I mean? Uh, but I also listen to music just for the energy and the vibe too. Feel me?
Yeah.
So I can see why you like those artists for sure.
Shit for Hobson, man. I tell you, like, I was like 12. No, I was in second grade. I played this one song on repeat. My parents were arguing and shit, either in person or over the phone. I'd be in the other room. I like had this Android Sony headphones, red and black joints.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube, scroll, play Nocturnal Rainbows by
Mm.
Hobson, talking about Barack Obama, the president, and all of that. But when that hook come on, take my ass right to sleep every time. I swear it to you, like a lullaby.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's what's beautiful about music, bro. Because it's like it's not just about like it's a special connection that comes in the music, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's what's beautiful about it is everybody gets a different perception on music and like and a different connection through it. You know, you got the people that feel that shit because they went through it. You got the people that feel that shit because it's something that motivates them. It's something that makes them want to do better. Like I feel like music is a big message overall. Like, and I feel like what you put in it in your song is it can cause a big impact to the fan base or people out there in general.
yeah,
So it's like that's why like when I make music personally, like I like to talk about shit I went through, of course, but like other people I know went through that too. Because it's like it's really a healing process, bro. And I feel like music it's the one of the best medicine out there. You know what I mean? It's something you can take. You know, it's free to listen to, bro, and it's like it can
yeah.
really help somebody, bro. For real, like hard times, sad times, breakups, whatever, like whatever you're going through in life, bro, like music can really change a person for
Hell yeah.
real.